I think everything is interconnected the way the markets work, right? One thing I noticed, because like we sell like the most downtown Chicago, right? So like we can't give this shit away. And I was like, well, who's my buyer, right? Don't you guys ask this when you get a list? Who's my buyer? Well, for a lot of high-end, high-rise condos, the buyers are people from Hinsdale, Oak Brook, Elmhurst. They got a lot of money, or the North Shore, and they buy $1 to $3 million place downtown. They get a place in Florida, right? And one thing we started seeing is that like, well, these people that want to sell in the suburbs, they were too scared to come downtown because you read in the news you can get killed, right? And then they saw that place in Florida that went from $1 million go to $4 million. So now they're like, well, I can't get two. I can either get one or nothing, right? So what do these people do is they stay put. When we're going to start noticing the market's going to shift is when the warmer climate states start to fall, right? So what are we seeing right now? Now, Florida market's dropping, Texas and Austin, right? Austin was the biggest sellers market in the country right now. There's double the amount of sellers than there are buyers. It's the biggest buyers market in the country. Idaho, the Carolinas, they're all starting to drop a little bit. And at the same time, we're starting to see cities kind of rise for the ashes, right? There's a big push for the cities to come back, et cetera. So what I'm watching is that as the warm climates soften up, that's loosening up inventory because now the North Shore and Western burbs, they can now sell to go down, down to Florida. And at the same time, the more the city gets cleaned up, the more they feel comfortable. Because we have a lot of clients that come downtown from here, and they're like, you know what? I heard I was going to get killed if I walked down, and we went to Maple and Ash, and it was pretty nice. I feel pretty good about it. The perception's worse than the reality. Once people start realizing that, the reality is fine, it's making the market better, and that matters here. Because what people aren't watching is that in 2 to 3 years from now, the suburbs is going to be slow. And for suburb agents, I always say, you guys have been living in a different reality lately. You can get a listing, it sells in a day. When's the last time you had a listing that sold in 3 years, right? This is it. This is '05. This is '05, '06 for you. This ain't, you're never going to see as good as it. You never know as good as it is until you look back and it's like, wow, that was the best thing I ever had.